Good evening, guys. Tonight we are working on that tying member for the queen posts. So anyway, we're just cutting our through tenons. We got to cut some brace pockets. Don't think we're going to get to fitting this first one up tonight, but hopefully tomorrow night we can fit it up. I do have to mill some brace stock, but once I get these fitted up and I kind of get them, I want this first one exactly how I want it. I'm going to take some time on the mill and mill up as much material as we possibly can, so all I have to do is cut joinery for a while. We've had a lot of rain the last couple days. That's why there wasn't a video out yesterday, simply because of all the rain. But so tonight we're going to try to make up a little bit of time and see what develops. So hope you guys enjoy it, and please stay tuned. Alright, I'll turn the radio down just for you guys. I wouldn't do it for many, but I'll do it for you guys. So, I've got to see how this fits together. First, got to chamfer that edge. Alright, so we're just going to test this guy. See how it goes. Well, it shows hope. Shows a little bit of hope, guys. Now, let's see. I don't want to have to beat the hell out of this on there. But I also want it to go on fairly snug, but not too snug. You get a feel for it after a bit. Looks like it's gonna go pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Top of that tenon's a little tight. Not too bad though. See what we get here. Well, sometimes you can see, kind of see where you catch right there, because that wood will be smashed down just a little bit. We are not lacking by much, but yeah, and I see where I got it right there on top. And be careful when you guys are trimming these down like that. The chisel's going to want to dive in with the bevel of the chisel. So I'll hit it from the back side here, because I want this thing to come out. I want it to come out looking nice, you know. Don't want a big gap on the back side. A little more there. What did I do with the tip protector? There we go. You gotta wrap that tip up, you know. Bad things will happen if you don't. There's a pervert joke of the night. I really got to build a commander. I had one, it broke really early on in the project because I didn't wrap it with a metal strap around it like I should have. But let's see what we got. Now, I'm not hitting this hard. I mean, I'm just tapping away on it, you know. Exciting stuff. Tell you what, it's just about time to make a new mallet. That guy is getting a little bit destroyed. I tell you what, this little shitty firewood and peg mallet has done this whole damn barn so far. All I did was took a piece of firewood, lopped the ends off, drilled a hole in it, and pounding a peg. This goes to show you don't have to spend a ton of money on stuff to get something to work. I could quit being a lazy turd and go grab a ratchet strap, but we're almost there. There, we're starting to poke through, guys. Now, you don't want to have to beat your joinery together. I mean, I know it looks like I'm beating the hell out of this right now. I'm barely tapping on this with a mallet, and if I could put that on with this mallet, chances of me splitting this out are pretty slim. But if I got to sit here with a sledgehammer and pound the hell out of this, timbers this small, I'm too tight. So keep that in mind. You guys get that too tight, and what's going to end up happening is you'll end up splitting stuff out, and we don't want that. We are really trying hard to avoid that. So I'm just getting it on there, like I said, just this little mallet. Do I sound overly excited? Because I feel overly excited, almost giddy. This stuff goes together, makes me want to go inside and make another baby, you know, but I think I've got enough of those in the house now. I think we got a pretty good collection of those. Less than a half an inch, gentlemen and ladies. Heck yeah! Oh, backside's nice and flush. Alright guys, you want the close-up? Should we do the full disclosure? The judgment says no, but okay. So, not as tight there as I'd like to be. I probably cut that just a little bit wider than I was supposed to with the mortiser. Not bad there, I could do better. Really good there. That right there shows a lot of room for improvement. A lot of room for improvement. Let's see what the underside looks like. Yeah. So I mean, that tenon's nice and tight in there, but I can definitely improve on that. So the next one I need to get better. I got some mallet marks, but that's not a big deal to me, just character for the building. But the part that's really important to me, that fits pretty damn good. Of course, we got that wane right there. So that's why I put it up towards the top, because I want that full bearing right there. but I can deal with that. I can deal with it. Well, the wind's picking up here, so we'll see how much of this we can get recorded without it being all frigged up. But anyway, so we got our tying member, the first one. Tomorrow night we'll test the other post out. We got to cut the braces, get those on there. Then what I'm going to do, these are going to get hauled. Well, you know what? They're probably not going to get hauled up to the second floor because there's no shade from the sun up there. Probably what I'll do is I'll stack these off to the side. I'm doing this, the first one like this, just so I can test everything, make sure everything's going to work before I go and cut the rest of them. So like I said earlier at the start, once we get going, I get this test fit, get this how I want it, and then I'll cut the rest of them. But I know I don't need to do that, but I kind of like to do that if I can. And something else, a little bit of variation of how I'm building this thing. You guys notice I don't have really any reductions. A typical square rule type of frame, and I wanted to point this out. A typical square rule frame, you're going to have reductions. So say this 8x8 post, it may get cut down to like a 7x7 at the end, at the very end of it, with a reduction there, just so you can make sure that everything's good and square when it goes together. If I was not taking the time that I'm taking to mill these as square and as accurately as I could, and believe me, I still have goof ups. That's the way it goes. You guys are going to run into that doing this, milling your own, but on a typical square rule frame, there are reductions just about where every post meets into another one. I didn't do that, but so I guess what I'm saying is don't use my example. Don't use my example. Like I tell you guys quite a bit, those of you who've been watching for a while, I'm kind of giving you this, feeding you this information in layman's terms and what works for me. There's so much more out there that I don't know yet. I'm still learning. I learn on every new piece I go. I even learn on some of the old ones. You learn, you learn, you learn. You can never know it all when you're doing this. There are some talented timber framers out there who can offer you some better information. I'm just kind of giving you the common guy information for this stuff. So take it with a grain of salt. See what I'm doing. See that it works for me. But find some better answers also, some more refined answers. Like I said, I can't plug his name enough because he's a wealth of knowledge. Jim Rogers knows a lot about this stuff. You'll see him pop up in the comments once in a while. And he usually has good information to offer. There is just so much out there. So there's some good texts, some good books. But anyway, enough of that ramble and spiel. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.